told y'all.
Give a wave to the winos, Tasha K. Let's give a wave to the winos. They say you won't speak, Tasha K. Say hi to the winos.
Cut the cameras. Dead ass.
Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on. What is going on, y'all? We have to talk about Cardi B winning her lawsuit against YouTuber blogger Tasha K. I told you all it was coming. I told you all. I mean, a couple of folks told y'all. I mean, you looked at the reporting. You seen the things that was being said. It was clear as day that Tasha K was lying. It was clear as day that Tasha K was not being honest. She was not being truthful. And her legal defense was just like falling downhill. Like she was throwing her husband under the bus, her husband throwing her under the bus, like she was throwing her lawyers under the bus. It was just bad. Now, when it first came out, which I'm glad I'm doing the video later on, is that it was like, oh, well, Cardi, you know, won $1.something million. Girl, no ma'am. It is close to $3.8 million in total. Let me read you what CNN reported. A jury on Monday awarded Cardi B $1.5 million in punitive damages, $1 million for general damages such as pain and suffering or reputational injury, and $1.3 million in litigation expenses. Court papers show. She was also awarded $250,000 in medical expenses, but both parties agreed to reduce that to $25,000. Now, it's also being reported that Tasha K has to pay for Cardi's legal defenses and all that. Like she got to pay for that. She got to pay for this and that. And they're totaling up. Some people are saying $3.8 million. And that is a lot of money. Tasha K was to pay $3.5 million over the course of the next 30 years. Her payments would be like close to $10,000. Like $10,000 a month. That is close to almost $200,000 a year. Like, can you imagine? Like, you out here paying a debt? Like, I look at it as like buying a house, a $3.5 million home. I can resell this home, I can rent it out, I can do all of these things, but this is a debt. Tasha K can't refinance this. She can't go and talk, you know, hey girl, you know, she can't do all of these things. She can't make any money off of this just debt. And it's going to be hard for her to move around her life. Even if she was to purchase another home, she would have to name this as a debt. You cannot, like, judgments show up on credit reports. If she was to go and buy a house, I think she bought a house recently. If she was going to buy another house or do anything, this debt will show up. Like, even if, oh well, it's not $3.5 million, you gotta pay $10,000 a month. Tasha K is not one of those top YouTubers that's making $70,000, $80,000 a month. I'm not gonna like talk about how much money she's making, but she ain't the top folks. And honestly, I'm really curious of what YouTube is going to be doing after this, because YouTube is moving in a place that they do not want content like this on the platform. Well, they don't mind the content being on there, but they're not going to be advertising on this sort of content. And now that she's lost this case, I would not be surprised if YouTube demonetized her channel, or, you know, just monetize it to where it's low paying ads. I mean, to be honest, like, the stuff that, like, content like this doesn't get premium ads. Like, they get kind of lowball ads, to be honest, because it's not a place like high-end brands they're not sure what type of content. You might get every once in a while some good ads, but a lot of folks don't want to. Like, the higher paying ones are tech ads, and what is the other ones? Folks like some gamers and stuff, they get good ads. Folks who do makeup and people who like teach some stuff. That's just like quality content that they don't have to worry about, you know, negativity and all that. Because y'all remember Apocalypse. I don't know if you all remember Adpocalypse that happened a couple years ago on YouTube, where a lot of YouTubers, including myself, lost a lot of ad revenue because advertisers had pulled out. So I would not be surprised if YouTube kind of like slowly demonetized her channel, and that would eat her alive. Like, that would eat her alive. And Tasha K responded, she posted on Twitter that she said, my husband, attorneys, and I have fought really hard. It's only up from here. Girl, the only thing that's going up is this debt. That's the only thing and it's up and it's up and it's up and it's up. Like, it's not funny, But it's funny because all of this could have been avoided had Tasha K not even just making up a story, but leaving Cardi B's health out of this and just talking about some things. This would have never been no thing. Like, these celebrities and stuff, even Cardi said, hey girl, I admit it. Like, I know how it is. You know, y'all gotta talk about me, because I'm a celebrity. But it's stuff like that. There is a line. There is a line. I'm not bringing up a celebrity's health like that. If I did in the past, you know, that was trash. Like, I am not interested in bringing up a celebrity's sexual health. And I even said that, like, what is the purpose of naming that Cardi B allegedly has herpes? Why are we even saying that? Why does that matter? We're not her sexual partner. She don't have to disclose that or whatever. Like, what is the reason for that? And how she knew it was not true. She didn't have anything to back it up. She didn't have no confirmation. Cardi B had to go get tested and all that and bring this to court to prove that she doesn't have it. And it's just like, I'm just like, what was the reason? What was the reason? Like, did you have some type of, you know, ulterior motive for Cardi B? Like, you did cause that woman pain and suffering. There's no doubt in my mind, even if Cardi B was still hosting awards and doing stuff and creating music, I can imagine that she was suffering in public, especially when she spoke on the fact that she could not kiss her daughter culture without folks making comments about her possibly spreading this disease to her child. Like, that's disgusting. Like, we know that she cares about her child, she cares about her daughter, she cares about her children, and for her to even just show like a loving picture, that's like her posting a picture of a child should be nothing that shouldn't be no negative comments, but people were pretending like they cared about the child's health and somebody saying, ain't you spreading it to your child? It's really, really sad. And I think this is honestly it's making me think about journalism. And honestly, I was talking to one of my friends the other day, and with his fine ass, and he was saying that what Cardi should do is the money the $1 million that she won in the case, she should be taking this money and give a scholarship to black women who are in journalism, in school for journalism. Like, she should use this money that would be some shade. I was like, okay, come on, Anna, come on, like PR, like that would be smart. Like, Cardi B is not out here hurting for no money like that. She could easily just say, hey girl, like, you know what, this month I'm take some of this money and make some scholarships for black women who are studying journalism to teach like that journalism is important. This, you know, people like this are like important, but it has to be some type of rules or something to protect both parties. And things like this normally never happen, like a lawsuit like this, a case like this. But, you know, they were able, Cardi B's lawyers were able to present this stuff to the jury, to the judge, and now, like, I don't know. Now, Tasha K said she's going to go back on YouTube Friday. The girl said she's going to be slinging flat tummy tea and all the other stuff. She's going to be putting up the Rose toys up next because she got to make some coin before the payments start kicking in. If I was honest to her, I would file for bankruptcy. Like, I would just file for bankruptcy. I was like, girl, bankrupt. Where's the Mr. Monopoly man with the bank? Like, bankrupt. Like, this would literally bankrupt her. Like, girl, you can have some only up. You don't have to put on the face. We know you stressed out. We saw the video of your lawyer trying to open up the door and she was stressed out. We know you stressed out. The best thing for you to do is to get on social media, get on your platform and say, hey girl, you know what? They got me. They got me. Like, the jig is up. Like, that's all you have to say. The jig is, you know, the jig is up. There's no need for you to pretend whatever. Just get in here and say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna work on doing better content, I'm gonna work on myself, because people love a comeback story. People love to see folks have changed and they have, you know, whatever. So just play the game. This is part of the game. Just play and say, hey girl, you know, they got me. I'm gonna make sure that I'm, you know, double cross-checking my stuff. And like, take some time to yourself. Like, take your time to yourself and kind of change the content that you're doing. Stop from getting in from the camera and hollering and bringing up folks' help, like all the other stuff. Like, girl, it's like, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Never have I ever been interested in getting in front of the camera and just telling a blatant lie, something that I don't know, like something that I know is not true. Now, some stuff might have changed and some stuff, like you might not have the right information and all that other stuff, but it's just like, girl, to know that it's not true and to get in front of the camera or write a story about somebody is a mess. Like, I've gotten stories over the time, like folks said, oh hey, like I just got an email the other day about something at VH1 and from Basketball Wives. And I kind of honestly believe the email that I got, but I won't report on it because I don't have no way to verify if that is true or not. But yes, like, us doing this type of content, people are paying attention, people are watching, networks are watching, and all the other stuff, and we have to be very like cognitive of this, like this platform and how we use it. And Tasha K was just extremely reckless as a grown woman. Like, Tasha K, I think you're like 40 or something. Like, you're a grown woman. Like, I know we were all doing, but some of us was out here doing some real crazy type of content, just saying anything and everything. And probably at one point, I know I was one of the folks who like used to be angry to get in front of the camera and talk about some stuff, and sometimes be happy about something and just be talking. But now I'm not in the mood to come and make content. Damn, is they about to blow this up? I haven't been interested in a moment in just going in and just like saying some of the things. It's like we have to be very careful of the things we say online. Like, we have to be very careful, and I don't think Tasha K has, and I hope she learned her lesson, but I'm not sure if she has learned her lesson. Just her response is just, it's very telling. So yeah, I wonder what's next for folks who are lawyers. Girl, like, comment below, tell me what is next. Like, now that she's lost this case, she got paid close to what, $3.8 million. That's $3.8 million. Pull out your calculator right now. Ask Siri right now, what is 3 million? Just say 3 million divided by 30. Like, even if it was just $3 million, that's a lot of money over the course of 30 years. Like, if she was to pay that for 30 years, it would be $10,000 a month for 30 years, girl. Like, what are you saying? Like, that is crazy. So yeah, like, Tasha K is lost. I think she knew she was going to lose. I think, honestly, at this point, I think Tasha K might need to go, you know, find some type of like therapy or something, get into and find a genuine reason why, you know, she's still trying to pretend like these things. Like, girl, you talking about your money loan? No, this is off the runway. This is some real loan money. Like, Tasha K, you ain't bringing in no million a year, girl. Like let's just be honest. You ain't bringing no million a year. Like, so now you have to bring in some coin to not only pay your bills, pay all your bills, and you gotta pay this debt. And what hurts about all of this is that the only people I care about in this situation is Tasha K's kids. Because this money is being taken from her children, scholarship money, school money, like any money that Tasha K was saving up to help her children have a better life when they like growing up or getting older. Like, this is taking food off her table. And I honestly don't blame Cardi's team for taking money off her table, because it's just like, you were taking emotional stress from me, like providing for my children. So it's like, you know, girl, you know, necessarily eye for eye, you know, this, you know, I'm not sure how to feel about that sometimes, but it's just like, you were causing this woman emotional distress. There's no doubt in my mind. There's no doubt in my mind. And now, girl, you gotta pay up. So pay up. And that's all I got. Y'all tell me what y'all thought about the judgment, what y'all thought about Tasha K. Will you all continue to watch and support her? I stopped watching a while back. Just not interested. And I encourage anybody who is cool with her, who has done content with, you might want to cut off some what's next, because now y'all credibility is on the line too. That's all I got. Until next time, I'll talk y'all later on tonight. Bye.